here. Can I ask, have you always been able to do this? Take it away, Charlie.
Well, my journey's been a lifetime journey, and I'm not going to waste time on that, but to make a long story short, I was in the market back in 1978, and Peggy Kahn, who was the minister of Spiritualist Church of Governor, came over and said, I have a message from your mother. I said, you must have an awful good connection, because she just died. And then she started talking about some things that only my mother would know, and I would know. And I thought, who the heck is this lady? Well, I went to see her and had a reading, and her reading from 1978 to the present has still been timeless. So she was one of the best mediums. She was the seventh daughter of a seventh child, and her mother lived to be 106 and never believed she had a gift. But she was one of the best mediums the Spiritualist Church in Santa Barbara ever had. But I didn't take training with her. I did it with Dr. Edmund Ford and George Daisley. I was lucky to know those two people. And didn't believe I wanted to do this. I always was saying I'm going to be the one to run away, goodbye, take it easy, and then I was always called back. So that's my story. I've got a writing pin here, and I think the person that has this needs to start writing. I want to say don't quibble with the little stuff. Get a piece of paper and do free writing. I feel you have a tremendous gift to do and something to write down and a lot to say. And you haven't been wanting to do it. You have said, yes, I'll have another day. Well, the another days sometimes get away from us, and we don't have those another days. I also feel I'm impending something with, there's some business that needs to be attended to right now. I feel it has to do with getting the financial affairs in order, and you will do that. And if you don't know what you're doing, and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, you need to get some help from a professional advisor.
Who does that fell onto?
We'll do that afterwards.
Oh, we'll do that. Oh, great.
I've got a heart here, and this person is all heart. This person gives away their heart. I feel like I want to say this person is going to be getting some new ideas on how to work with others, and they're going to be surprising themselves on how they're going to be changing their life course, and they're going to be doing a lot more community involvement than they ever have before. And they have some feeling that if they do, they'll have suffocation, but they need to throw that away, because in the year of 2018, it's going to be about surviving, it's going to be about community. And I have a very beautiful ring here. I want to say this person, you dream. Listen to your dreams. Your dreams are your foundation. Your dreams are your hopes. Your dreams are your desires. You're going to be transforming some of these dreams into reality. I almost want to say, if you don't have a book next to your bed, start writing. Please start writing. You've got some tremendous things to do on the planet. You didn't come to be taken lightly. You came with an important job to do, and you need to do it. This is not the time of shirker. You're a tremendous light worker. You need to come forth and claim your power, and you will, and you have, but you sometimes just want to step back. Don't step back now. We need you in 2018 very badly. Thank you. Okay, I've got a beautiful turquoise ring here. And this person, I want to go jumping off a cliff with you. And not in a bad sense. You're the kind that takes chances. You're the kind that leads others. You're the kind that needs to be listened to, because you have a lot to offer. And sometimes people don't listen to you, and they've reaped some not so wonderful things, because you have a lot of good psychology. You have a lot of good sage advice. You've had many times on this planet where you've had to learn by fire, and now you come to explain things to people. You have a good way of talking. You have a good way of one of the best communication skills I've ever touched. But you sometimes don't feel you're deserving of that honor, but you need to. You need to go forth, and you're going to be called upon in the next couple of weeks to do this, and you're going to do it just fine. But again, come forth now. We need all the help we can get in this community. I've got somebody's keys. I want to go someplace. I want to hide, but you can't. You're a sweetheart. You want to do so much good, and you have done so much good, and you're going to do a lot more good. You're a behind-the-scenes kind of person. I don't want to put you out and push you out in front of people, because you can be extremely shy, and extremely, I don't feel I'm good enough, but you are. You know so much, and you like to share so much, and so keep going the way you are, and you're going to do just fine. You're always there in a small sort of way to make somebody feel good, and you've got a smile, and you've got a laughter, and I love your eyes. But just keep that comfort zone going, because we're going to need you in the weeks to come. Again, I've got another key here, car key. I want to say I feel like I'm with you driving Miss Daisy. I don't know where that came from, but I'm driving around with you, and you are driving. You're the driving mobile. But you're also somebody who is going to do some different things in 2018. If you're not in a relationship now, a relationship is coming towards you. And I feel it's going to come sooner than you even expect. I want to say I pick up this individual just sweeping you off your feet. And you're going to say, no, no way, no way. And don't look askance at that person, because there's a lot more depth than you would give it credibility to. And this person really has a lot of things to offer you. And the two of you together, oh boy, wow, what the fireworks are going to go.
What's the difference between those two sets of keys?
I don't
know. Visually.
Yeah, nothing for me.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a band here, a hair band. I want to say, please put this on your hair and keep your hair out of your face. And this is symbolic in that sometimes you get covered and you don't feel like you want to be able to see what the reality is, but do look. Don't feel that you have to go and hide. Pull the hairband, put a hairband on, and just face things head on. And you're going to be facing some big things in the next 2 months that are going to be head on. And you're going to come out of it just fine. It's like you're going from the fire, from the pea soup into the fire. Well, you're going to come out on the other side and say, gee, I actually did live through all this crap. And you're going to be so proud of yourself, because sometimes you can be the wallflower. Don't be right now. You've got to take back your power. You've got to assert what it is you need and speak up. As they say, speak up or shut up. And you're going to speak up. And you need to do that. And if I'm stepping on anybody's toes, please forgive me. Sometimes words aren't, I need to work on that. Yeah, I hear the Spirit. Here we go again. We're trying. I've got another beautiful turquoise ring. This is almost like somebody who's had so much training. I want to say, I'm a leader, and now I don't need to worry so much. I'm going to kick back and relax. And it isn't that you're kicking back and relaxing on, I don't feel like your laurels, but you're not having to put yourself through paces. I feel like I'm really doing the best job I can do right now, and you're going to do even more. More is going to be asked of you in 2018. I feel like I'm going to be picking up the pen and writing. I feel like I'm going to be doing some jobs here. I'm going to be helping, and I'm going to be helping in recovery. I'm going to be helping with words. I'm going to be helping with listening, because there's going to be a lot of trauma still surfacing in this community. And you're going to be asked to help, and you're going to come forth and surprise a lot of people. And God bless you for your job. I've got colorful little band. I want to say, you're colorful. You could ignite a fire in the best of sense. You can keep everybody's spirits up when we're all getting ready to throw in the towel and throw the baby out with the bathwater. No, you would be the one to come in and rise our spirits, make us laugh. I want to say you have an uncanny ability to make a joke and make it heard. And I want to say, if I weren't around you, I would like to be, because you can practically have a practical joke going. Sometimes it would probably go over my brain, but somebody else might get it. But you're a jokester, and you enjoy joking. You enjoy bringing the light. You bring so much energy and so much power on the planet right now. If you're not in healing, you should be. And then I've got another little ring here. I want to say, the dancing's going to start very soon, so don't miss the grabbing the person that you really want and go after them. There's somebody that you need to be with, that you love very much. Don't let them out of your sight, because sometimes you can let this person out of your sight, sometimes you can forget, and you don't need to. You need to be with them right now, because they're the balance for you. I feel they're right there and right now, and you need to go for it. You're not a person that is by themselves. You will always have somebody with you. And You're going to do some important work this year, I want to say, at your work. If you have a regular job that you do, you're going to be changing jobs, and more is going to be put on you. More is going to be noticed of what you're capable of doing. And I feel like I'm also wanting to pick up something and either write or do color, do something with color. There's some color that you need to deal with and color that you need to make happen. Again, we need you in this community right now. Thank you for being here. And then I've got the sweet cream something. Well, that's great. You're the stylist. Whoever you are, I would like to say I could just see you changing. You have a flair for color. You come in on the earth with color, you're going to leave out on the earth. They may find you gone, they're going to find you very colorfully dressed. You came in, you might have come in bare, naked, you're going to leave very colorfully. You're a very sensitive person. Sometimes people say things and you take it the wrong way. And you need to drop it, you need to let it go. And I say I'm blunt. I'm going to owe up to that. And I've probably wrecked some friendships that way. But I've learned in 63 years of living and doing metaphysics for the last 40, it's gotten to be a lot less than it was when I was 20. And I had hoof and mouth disease. But you are you need to be taken seriously. And you're quite the person who loves the drama. But again, you don't cause the drama, but you sometimes are so sensitive. So just know that people might say something to you the wrong way, and don't take it that way. But sometimes you have a great deal of compassion, care, and concern for understanding others and giving that love. And you certainly have in relationships. And again, you're needed in this town. All of you are. I mean, every one of you that are here right now. Oh boy. The work's ahead of us, and God bless you. And thank you for letting me read for you. I hope it made sense.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So that is the example of harnessing the power within. So could you pass those out? Or are you on it? Huh?
I'm filming back there.
Oh, you're still filming? Okay, well then, let's
go to George.
Let's go to George, okay? George has another song for us.
Okay, you ready to take a photo?
Huh?
Well, last song was about the fire and rain that we've been through. And this one is about how we get through it. And as MarySue said, it's through community, it's through helping each other. That's the way we get through hard times. And we all know that. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I'll dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled waters. I will when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'm on your side. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl. Sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, you need a friend. I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
Fabulous.
Awesome, George.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna be doing two jobs here. Hold on, have a second. Can you do the PowerPoint real quick? Just bring up the conscious giving thing for me, please.
Oh, jeez.
Just push the arrows.
Just the arrow? Yep.
There you go. That's it. That's it. I guess you all figured out it's time for conscious giving. And my mic distracted, so there we go. So everyone will take their whatever they want to contribute, place it on your hearts, and repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal, bless, and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so
my
it is.
source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all His blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all His blessings. God gives me everything I need.
And in this time and place, we just say thank you. Thank you for this his gifts that we receive. Thanks for the gifts that we are able to give. Bless this abundance, knowing that it goes out to the world and does good work for each one of us, multiplying the abundance that comes back to us in God's good grace. As I know this and affirm this in gratitude, I just say, and so it is. Okay, we got Miss Roxy is right now is doing lasagna in the kitchen. So, is she coming? Here.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna do it from there?
I'm gonna do it from here since I know the,
All right.
I'll just keep it really short and brief, you guys. Okay, so, found out Amazon. We purchase so many things, and this is a good way to passively support the center. When you make your purchases, go to Amazon, smell.amazon, use Center for Spiritual Living Santa Barbara as your charity, and whenever you make a purchase, they generously donate a percentage of your purchases to us. What?
One thing. On the Amazon, if you make it a tab on your browser, that is the easiest way that I know to do it, because when you go to Amazon, just click on the tab. It's always right on your screen. So you immediately go.
And once you sign up and you designate it, it's very easy. It'll just automatically do it. You won't even have to think about it. Next, check us out on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Center of the Heart. This is a page that I manage. And if you need help finding it, just come up to me and I'll show you how to do it on your phone. But feel free to post anything funny, dog videos, whatever, just to make our page a little bit more friendly, user-friendly, so we're asking that you post to it. Secondly, I wanted to talk about briefly our Prosperous Life program. This is a great way to support Center of the Heart. You just make a commitment, a monthly commitment, and then you receive a lot of things, a lot of support. Because once you give, the law of circulation is activated. So this month's benefit is a 2018 calendar magnet. Those of you who are in the program, just come up to me and I'll pass that goodie out. Next, the healing power of the crystal bed. These crystals were blessed by a holy man by the name of John of God. And Reverend Miriam went down to Brazil to get some healing, and people go there to Brazil to heal from devastating diseases and whatnot. But you have the opportunity to actually use this technology here, and we're offering it basically at $1 a minute. You can do 20-minute sessions or 40-minute sessions. So if you're interested in that, want to know the benefits for real from a layperson, just ask me and we can make an appointment for you. We have the wisdom teachings of our founder, which is Ernest Holmes, and some other people. But what's really cool to have is the Aquarian Chant CD. I think we have some in the bookstore, but if not, just come and ask me and I'll make some more copies. Our book of the month is this book called The Abundance Book. I think we only have one copy in the bookstore. But Diana Paradise, she's using it, and what day are you on now?
You go through 10 different ones, and you do it 40 different days, so you do each step 4 times. Can I read a couple of the days? Okay.
Yeah, maybe another time.
And you spend 15 minutes a day on those 40 days.
Okay.
And I divide it so in minutes in the morning and so in minutes in the morning.
That's
And
great.
so besides, I read it 5 times to myself and then I say it out loud. And then I also read 3 pages at a time and I say one of those pages out loud.
That's awesome, because the word is powerful, man. It's very powerful. So their next thing, Kundalini Yoga. Oh, we had some wonderful weekend full of Kundalini Yoga taught by Joanne Murmis and one of her students. This class takes place at 8 a.m. on Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays at 7 a.m. And she also graciously leads the morning Aquarian chanting at 9:30 a.m. It's wonderful. It really is a good experience. It's worth getting out of bed for. So next is this Master Leland Smythe. She's actually going to appear briefly next Sunday, where she's going to speak a little bit more about this. We used to do it on Mondays, but the members, the show-up was just not supporting that 3 p.m. Time. So she's just on Wednesdays. It's wonderful. Just check it out. Next week it'll be on the 17th, this Wednesday at 6:30. Music of the Spheres. This is by, she rents the space twice a month, on the third Thursday of the month, and then also on the fourth Saturday of the month. She does this amazing setup, and you just kind of lay on the floor, and she has all these crystal bowls, and it's just a beautiful healing session. It's a treat. So she'll be here on the 18th, that Thursday the 18th this month. And we're excited to show this, host another spirit movie and discussion. This is a kind of film night that the center does, and this month's offering is called Collateral Beauty. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a movie starring Will Smith. It has Helen Mirren in it. It has Edward Norton and Kate Winslet. And this man is healing from, he's grieving from the loss of his family. And so he writes a letter to love, time, and death, and he receives answers. So join us on Monday, the 22nd at 7 p.m. Your $10 donation includes hot buttered popcorn. And we will, Reverend Mary will lead the discussion, and it's a really wonderful film, so you don't want to miss out. Then Joanne is going to do a special night on the 25th, Thursday, Yoga for Prosperity. And did you want to speak a little bit about that?
Do I?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes, well, prosperity is just going to take a deeper cut into what prosperity really means.
Mm-hmm.
And actually it means being healthy, happy, and holy, tapping into spirit. There'll be a kriya for that. And also a chant for prosperity that I'll teach you that you can do. So, I'm just very moved in our time this morning because, my office is in Montecito and of course I'm out of my office and I do know from the DC. So your songs today, George, really moved me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and this is, so if it's too early in the morning to come for this, come to this.
I mean, yeah, so we all have to reflect on what prosperity really is, and it's really the treasures of the heart, and that's what we'll speak to. And if we tap into that source, that God source, then we do create our prosperity, it all comes to us. And that's what this class will be about, so please come.
Please come. It's $10, and just bring a yoga mat and join in the fun. And then after that, just keep this in mind, on the 31st, I do my monthly psychic development group. And this month we're going to explore tarot cards and how to use your intuition. I run this group on Wednesday, the last third Wednesday of every month. We were closed during the holidays, but it resumes on this January 31st. And I run this with Dan, what's Dan's last name?
Christian.
Dan Christian, and just come on. It's just a suggested donation, but love offering just for the space. Please come, and if you don't have tarot cards, I have decks that you can play with. And then keep this date in mind, on Saturday, February 24th, we're going to have our Healing Arts Fair. This is a biannual event, but it's a great way to receive healing modalities at a fraction of the cost. Plus, you'll get to have readings with energy workers. Last time we had some masseuses from a school, and they came and they gave the best chair massages that I've ever had. So keep that in mind, and that brings us to a close of our thing. So let's join them together.
Circle up.
Circle up, and please be sure to join us next door for treats. Lasagna, yes.
There's so much more than lasagna over there. So we'll just, everybody circle up, hand to hand, heart to heart.
Maybe not a circle, but a curve shape.
Yeah.
It works. We are connected, we are one. Our hearts go out not only to each other, to the person next to us holding our hand, but to this community, to this town, to this area, to all those in Montecito and Santa Barbara who have either lost their lives or have lost someone close to them. Knowing that with that, God is all there is, and those that have lost are never really lost. They are still in our hearts, in our minds, in our memories. And as I send this love around the circle and send it out, we just take this time to be in gratitude, to be in love, and to share that gratitude and that love with each other. I know that this day unfolds perfectly, as so does this week, that we each are given exactly what we need this week. And all of this, I am so grateful. I just release this prayer knowing it is done. And I just say together, and so it is.